I'm doing my best to be patient today. Really am. I'm trying to pull out that instrument cluster. And evidently, a lot of people have been telling me, hey, it's worth money, don't trash it, don't fuck it up, don't anything, because we're actually going to put the Dodge instrument cluster over this area. So I want to get anything salvageable out. And this one actually looks pretty good. It's got some, like, paint or something on the front of it, just needs cleaned up. But trying to get it removed, and it's got one screw there, and one there, and one up there. And I am... I am frustrated to say the least. There was a bracket that somebody else put in there, some plumber strap. All the screws have been stripped. I've had to cut things. I'm trying to, I'm not fucking the dash up, but just being upside down and just... There was... Somebody put a hose clamp with a rubber hose around everything. And then they decided, nah, that's not enough. I'm going to wrap it with wire. And then decided, nah, hold up, let's tape that. And then we're going to put some of the cables on the outside and tape that in. It's been a little frustrating, but I'm in a good place. We're doing that. Fred, I think, is getting ready to roll the chassis in. So we will have the engine and drivetrain to this girl right here. I still haven't come up with a name for her, and I'm not sure yet. I've been thinking about it. So I usually don't tell anybody else around me because then they'll just start throwing names. Because usually it tells me what her name is, and I'm not sure. But it might just be Apollo. All right, we got the other chassis rolled in. So there is the engine and transmission that's going to go in that girl. So nice little 5-speed right there. One thing I just noticed is it has a speed sensor on the rear end. So evidently we're probably not going to have a speedometer. But with my vehicles, that's kind of common. Not sure how we'll remedy that, or just, hey, use your phone. It's got a GPS. It'll tell you how fast you're going. I don't know. Figure that out. Not like there's going to have cruise control with a manual. But might end up using that master. And I'm looking at possibly using that brake booster at the same time. But I got to figure out all that nonsense, remove some of that. But yeah, doing pretty good. We're getting the harness pulled out right now. That's what I'm slowly working, trying to get kind of out and hammered around. We got the fuel pump stuff right here. EGR. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. So we're gonna get this sucker out. We got the exhaust off, and we got that over there, so off to the side. Got the oxygen sensors. We took off the actual front harness, and I've got it tucked away over there. And we got it off. We put the engine harness better up on top of the engine. That way we can, plug and play a little easier. I'm trying to make it easier so we can pull the whole thing off. We unhooked our power steering. I stole all the stuff from the front brakes on this, so we can literally just pull that out. I don't think we're going to set it directly in. I've got this front end ready to come off, so we just got to pull a couple bolts. But we've stolen some brake lines and stolen a bunch of little stuff that we might need. Put the other one together. We got all the rear harness too. So all the tail lights all the way up. So we got all those wires to be able to use over in there. But should tuck in almost like, throwing a small block Chevy on something. It's not that big. We will have to remove the fan, so we'll have to run electric fans. I was doing some measurements. And the shifter will come out right about the knee. So it won't be bad position. But we'll check it out and see what kind of fun we want to do with that. Because usually I like doing like a nice little custom shifter of some sort. But we'll get this nose off of here, get it set on the ground, and then we'll probably get this sucker washed. I got to get the steering out of the way. It's definitely going to be bumped. So we're going to have to work the steering and get it like hooked in. Probably have to do something in that, have a clevis over in here and probably have another joint. But we'll figure all that out as we go. But give this girl a bath. But I was working underneath the dash and still haven't gotten much done. I still have to get those 3 out, and I'm just glad not to be on my back. But I am pretty worn out today. I'm just tired. So I think I'm gonna head on home and get me some food in my belly and get ready and do it again. I do love doing this stuff, and once I get the first few rolling and get something, I don't have to pull out all the rusty stuff all the time. We can get something cooler, get another rod in, everything like that. For those of you that don't know, that are new to the channel, because I've had a bunch of new people, and I really love having you here. Make sure you're subscribed, by the way, and also like the videos, comment. I love talking to you. I would like to build a community. I make these videos daily. And I create these videos daily as a way of like talking to myself in the future. But if you notice on the playlist, it's actually in a playlist called Dear Daniel. So these are a way of like, if I was to call him every night, be like updating him. So it's like a fun thing, like I get to still talk to him, or at least feel like I'm talking to him. It makes me feel a lot less alone. So I can have a lot more fun on these things, because, I miss him. I really do. I wish I was doing this stuff with him. He'd probably get a kick out of this shit. But at the same time, I got to keep moving on and keep moving forward. And it's a way I found to deal with all that kind of stuff. And I also find a way of being my own hero. If I record all these, I'll be able to look at these in 10 years. Because I imagine who I want to be in 10 years. And that guy's pretty amazing. And I try and do the things that he has done to get where he's at. Helping other people, loving on other people. I have 3 simple things for my dream. I want to travel with my wife, preferably. Build cool shit. And make a difference in the world. And I'm hoping that maybe through these videos I get a chance to make a difference. But I wanted to throw that out there because I've had a lot of weird questions about things like, what is this channel? What is going on? It's a way of just daily going through, and it's like you guys get to hang out with me as we build cool shit. I know I need to do better on the videos, but I need to get an actual computer, and I'll break out the actual nice camera gear, be able to make better videos. I also want to become a better storyteller, so that's something else I'm working on. So that'd be a lot more fun too if I could start telling a better story and get better video and, film a lot of this stuff in a better fashion. So it's all in the future. All as we get stuff done, we'll get more equipment and more things. But on that note, I love you guys, and I still love that front end. But I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!